This episode was definitely the shocker of the season, at least thus far, for me and my family, and truly hope you enjoy it as much as we did. First battle, the struggle for trust, part 1.
Ooh, boy, was that an episode, huh? Well, hello, my brothers and sisters and titans of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, here to bring you another review on the awesome and gruesome and ultimately kind of depressing tale of Attack on Titan. Now, of course, our last episode saw us with really, the training finishing up and Eren and the rest of the cadets graduating and kind of going to pick where they were going to be. And really the end of it, though, was the Colossal Titan, after 5 years, appearing once again as soon as Eren approaches the near a wall. And really it ending with Eren, kind of signaling to attack the thing. So that's where things left off, and that's where things pick up. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a shorter kind of review synopsis today. I did go and cut together some footage from my home video camera, as well as my phone afterwards, of my wife, my oldest son, and both my sons, James and Logan. And just kind of some of their thoughts and reactions to it as well, because certainly this one was a shocker to say the least. So the episode starts off, and Eren tries to, enact his vengeance upon the Colossal Titan. Winds up doing a series of maneuvers, flying around, running up its arm, getting around behind it, and then all of a sudden, as he goes to strike, he thinks he misses it because he finds himself free-falling through this smoke that he goes through, and the Titan just disappeared. This 150, 180, whatever foot tall Colossal Titan just disappeared into thin air, right? And he has no idea why. But he didn't, but he disappeared, not before he got a chance to kick a hole in the wall, though, into the actual city of Trost. And again, this is one of those little, like, culvert, outward jutting areas that there is. So one more wall, if Titans can flood in and get past, and we would lose, obviously, that second part of, and really the majority of probably where most of the normal people are living now. So as the episode progresses, we do find out in this episode a number of different things about the Titans, about their weaknesses. The fact that they don't seem to eat humans because it sustains them. They seem to just instinctually want to go after humans to hunt and kill them. They have no reproductive organs. They can regenerate within a minute or two of getting a head cut off or a limb cut off. And the only weak spot that we find on them is an area on the back of their neck. Really, at the end of the day, though, the thing that struck me about this was when they talk about, they're kind of going to a flashback in class when everybody's learning about the Titans. But really what it is the instructor, when he's explaining everything, what really struck me as profound is that these things, they're not hunting or eating humans because they want to. Like, they'll pass other animals up in the forest because they're going after humans. And since humans have not been a regular snack of theirs in 100 years because of the peace and sanctity that they've had for the most part behind the walls until this tale started, then we know that these things must not be sustaining themselves off humans, and that's not their goal is to kill humans, but it's not for nourishment or anything like that. So really, as the episode progresses, we see everybody getting ready and kind of a call to arms from everyone. Eren and Armin and the rest of the crew wind up going and kind of debriefing back at headquarters. And really what happens is everybody is sent off on their missions. Mikasa, who is really kind of a 5-stage clinger at this point, and I really do enjoy all of the English voice actors, even hers. She is just super, super clingy and doesn't want to follow orders to go do what she's supposed to do, and because ultimately it's going to take her away from Eren, who she's just so enamored with, And Eren even kind of tells her at one point, like, dude, just go listen to orders, okay? Shit's hitting the fan over here, and you're questioning orders from a superior officer. Just go do your shit, Go be you somewhere else. And I think he's just kind of feeling suffocated. That's just my personal opinion, but, whatever. It is what it is. So as things progress, the main portion of this, I should say the highlight of this episode, is obviously the beginning of the battle for Trost. And one of the things that I found on obviously the second viewing that I've had, as well as it being in the English, English dubbed, is that, number one, I really just like it because I don't have to take away from the action and the wonderful depictions of beautiful animation that's on the screen to read subtitles. But number two, just some of the conversations. everybody's all together, all hyped up, like, hey man, how many Titans you gonna kill? Hey, don't be cheating. And they're all talking about how many they're gonna kill, and it reminds you of like Legolas and Gimli from the Lord of the Rings trilogy when they're having this friendly, fun competition and banter of how many orcs they're gonna kill. Well, what these cadets don't realize is that it's a whole different ball of wax fighting a real Titan that's at full mobility, 100% mobility, as opposed to whatever type of dummies you were fighting out in the woods and stuff like that, and cutting down these static objects that weren't moving. I don't know what type of training they had other than that, learning how to use their maneuver gear, because they didn't really show us anything else, but this is their first live exercise. And we see within a matter of seconds that it's not all it's cracked up to be, as someone winds up getting, a couple of people get taken down, somebody gets eaten, and I mean, it's just not looking good. It's looking just dismal right there from the start. As Eren goes flying at this Titan and goes to try to get past it, and it looks like he's trying to make a swipe at it, he winds up going and crashing and burning and just rolling across 2-3 buildings. And you wind up seeing upon closer inspection that he got his freaking leg bit off by one of these Titans from the knee down. And when I first saw this and I watched, I was thinking, oh my god, you know, what the hell is going on here? And now a lot of it's connecting and it's flowing much better upon this second viewing. And that's happened with a number of things for me. Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. And a lot of times that second time through that I pick up more things because I'm familiar with what's going to be coming and I'm not worried about soaking in all these new details, right? Anyways, it winds up going into, and you get this part where Armin actually is grabbed, and it looks like he's being devoured by a Titan. And they wind up going into this cool flashback sequence of Eren and Armin talking about things and when they're younger. And the main thing that I took from that was that living behind these walls, like most people are born and die behind these walls, they don't know about things. Things like salt are a big commodity to them, okay? They don't realize, they don't believe that there could be an ocean filled with salt, right? Because it's such a precious, probably more precious than gold, because they live behind these walls and nobody can get to a sea. They talk about ice and mountains and forests and all these different things that they've never seen, you know? And the flashback is pretty profound, and as I was seeing it, I was thinking, man, this is going to be, Armin's going to wind up getting killed, and Eren's going to go and somehow or another muster the strength, minus his leg, to still go and fight and take vengeance upon the Titans, right? For Armin, his friend, and his mother, of course, who was killed, eaten in the first episode. But as it comes out of the flashback, we see that Eren is actually inside the Titan's mouth, and Armin sliding down its throat. It's kind of gross saying those type of things, I guess, in a non-sexual context, but he grabs him and literally pulls Armin out of his throat, again, not in a sexual way or context, and winds up kind of tossing him over onto the adjoining roof, the rooftop that's nearby. We turn and we see that one-legged Eren is sitting here holding up like a manly man that he is, and I really love the English dubbed voice actor for Eren much better than I did in the original one. He really just, he evokes some good positive emotion in you as opposed to going like, God, this guy seems kind of like a whiny bitch, which is what I thought of the Japanese, subtitled one, or English subtitled the Japanese language, though. Anyways, but then, I mean, the episode, you really just... You'll be able to see the clips that follow to see how my family reacted to it. And I had a similar, like, moment on my face and have been waiting for months to share this with somebody in my family. Because obviously they all watch One Piece with me, and I've been telling them this Attack on Titan is so good, it's so good, it's so good. So really, like I said, what follows is just their reactions, a little bit delayed on my wife's part. At first, I think she was kind of like, huh? Anyway, you'll see it, and hopefully you enjoy it. Ultimately, it was a very, very good episode, and the end of it was really kind of that oh shit moment, you know, because when that thing clamps down on Eren and an arm's gone and all the blood and everything else, man, I mean, it is a shame, but when you see a main character like that, or a character that you think is going to be the main component to the story, the centerpiece to this story, and then you just see him done away like that after they've been building him and Armin and Mikasa up, man, I tell you, it is, it's funny. It's funny, and we're gonna watch next week and see what happens. So, my episode question for you, though, brothers and sisters, is really, what were your thoughts when you saw that kind of oh shit moment? I mean, did you believe it? Did you not? Were you like my wife in this following clip, where you wanted to believe that something good could come out of this? Where were you at with it emotionally? Let me know in the comments down below. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, the like button if you think that I deserve it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We look forward to catching all of you in the next one.
You just pull him out of a Titan's throat.
Yeah. You're so strong. Just like hold on to it.
Listen. We're still going to the outside world. The things you told me about. I have to see them. I have to.
Really? Excuse my language.
Don't get too attached, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Not cool. Not cool, man. Not cool.
What?
I'm not happy. He's gonna fight his way out. I don't know, with no arm and no leg. Yeah.
They're gonna give him a hook and a peg leg. They're gonna call him Captain Hooker Aaron Yeager. So what'd you think, Logue?
I didn't think it was
What?
I had to pillow my arms. I had to pillow my arms the whole time, and my mom was like, "What in your arms?" Just now.
Yep.
I didn't really like the ending.
You didn't really like the ending? How come? Because Aaron got bit? Yeah, that's
By the Duck Dynasty Titan.
the Duck Dynasty Titan. That's pretty funny.
I hated head the beer for it.
The Duck Dynasty Titan. Hey, we're going here. We're going to go do some duck
When
calls.
I saw Aaron
There,
full
you will find the
Mr. Baby Man out of Titan, I thought like he was gonna just fight all the Titans with one leg, and then I was like, oh great, it's gonna swallow.
That you were just saying a minute ago about Attack on Titan?
I don't want to watch it. I just want to sit in a corner and cry.
Yeah, it was pretty hard keeping that one from you guys, though, too. So you definitely didn't see it coming?
Yeah, at first I thought he just got like his leg clipped and like he just got hit by it. You know, his whole leg went off, and then he almost. And
I
then
actually thought he got out and the Titan got his arm.
yeah, I thought he was gonna get out of the freaking Duck Dynasty Titan.
So it actually surprised you then, huh?
Yeah.
The Duck Dynasty Titan. What? I see the baby. What's the baby doing? No, you can't see the baby. Say hi, Bobs.
Hello.
Hello, Bobs. Carrie, what about you? What are your thoughts on the Attack on Titan?
I don't want to watch any more either.
Well, I still think you guys will enjoy the series despite getting attached to characters that die.
Let's just hope that Game of Thrones ends on a good note today.
Let's hope so. Mountain versus the Viper. All right. Remember to subscribe to my other channels and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram too.